8 gross things you need to know about childbirth. Giving birth is one of the most natural things any woman could experience. However, some new pregnant mothers might not know about all the different bells and whistles that come with giving birth, some of which are unfortunately very gross. Let's face it, childbirth is beautiful, but it's also super gross. It's so primal that any and all bodily functions may happen at once. Sometimes, something will happen when you least expect it. The 8 gross things in this video can occur during the birthing process. Anyone who is a mother can probably relate to any of these things. Fortunately, doctors and nurses are prepared for any and all of these events. Before we begin this video about pregnancy and birth, don't forget to become a member of the Bestie universe by subscribing to our channel so that you never miss one of our new videos. And make sure you share our videos with your friends to let them in on all our amazing tips, tricks, and life hacks. Now, keep watching for 8 gross things that you need to know about pregnancy and childbirth. If you're pregnant, be prepared for what you're about to see, and make sure you stick around until the end, because as a bonus, we'll tell you what Harvard researchers say all parents should do if they want to raise their children to have good habits and be well behaved. Number 8, the doctors see everything. And by everything, well, we mean everything. It's embarrassing enough going to the bathroom in a public place, but it can be even more embarrassing when you have a spotlight in your nether regions and an audience that's watching the whole thing. Fortunately, medical practitioners are prepared for any events that might occur during childbirth. And by that, we mean anything. Let's just say most women cannot hold their bowels when giving birth. We'll just leave the rest to your imagination. It's best to ignore it and keep pushing. Sooner or later, a baby will come out. Number 7, the need to urinate. Of course, if you can't hold your bowels, it's common sense that you can't hold your bladders either. Some nurses will insert a catheter during the epidural process, but when it comes to time to deliver the baby, all bets are off. I think it's safe to say when you're in the middle of pushing your guts out, this is the least of your problems. Did you know that researchers say all mothers and fathers should do certain things when raising their children? Can you guess what those things are? Well, keep watching until the very end to find out. Number 6, vomit. Childbirth is traumatic on everyone, but especially for the mother who is going through the pregnancy. Going through any kind of intense trauma like that will cause your body to upchuck. You wouldn't be the first mother to have this happen. Don't worry, if you're pregnant, prepare yourself. Number 5, the mucus plug. The what? Okay, so there's this plug that blocks all the bacteria from the cervix, and when you become dilated, your body loses the plug to let the body drain. You get the idea. Keep watching as we continue to count down the top gross things that happen during childbirth. Number 4, the placenta delivery. So your baby comes out of you and starts crying. You think you're done and empty. Then, all of a sudden, this huge sack of blood spews out of your lady parts. Some nurses even have to push down on your stomach to ensure the nutrient blob emerges from your area. The beauty of pregnancy, people. Number 3, one word, episiotomy. Unfortunately, some bigger babies have heads that just can't quite squeeze out of you. The doctor's solution to this? Slice your parts open. I mean, what better way to give birth to a child than to fillet your unmentionables? Number 2, uncontrolled flatulence. It's very common after your epidural that you cannot feel anything from the waist down. It is likely that you might be going toot-toot in someone's direction without even realizing it. Number 1, the baby. Holding your baby directly after being pregnant for 9 months is nothing like they presented in the movies. When the time comes, they hand you a slimy, wrinkled, rodent-like thing. But it's your rodent, and often you're so excited to meet your newborn that you can easily look past all of those things and marvel at the true beauty of childbirth. Now that you know all of the crazy and pretty gross things that can happen during childbirth and pregnancy, here are what Harvard psychologists are saying parents should do when they are raising their kids. With the world constantly changing, That means new habits that can be very different than the ones we grew up with as kids. The new generation has new technologies that allow them to do things the older generation was not blessed to have. However, these technologies have distracted most children from the need to go out and socialize. Parents can find it challenging to raise their kids if they're basing their teachings on how they were raised as kids. Because of this struggle, psychologists at Harvard University have found that there are certain elements that a parent must do that are very important for a kid's childhood. Keep watching to find out what they are. Spending quality time with your kids. It's not enough to just spend time with your children. You need to be with them completely. No Xbox and no iPhone can ever replace the bond a parent has with their child. By communicating with them, listening to them, and doing things they enjoy, they will learn how to be a considerate and caring person. When you're communicating with your child and listening to their dilemmas, it's very important not to take sides on a situation. You want your child to learn from the experiences through their own perspective. Be a strong role model. At a younger age, children see and listen to everything around them, so it's imperative that your kids need to see a strong leader in their life. They need to practice all the characteristics that you are implementing to your children. That means fairness, politeness, and honesty need to be shown, not just taught. Your child will look up to you, but only if you earn their respect. By doing this, you are showing your child that you are as human as you can possibly be, and that comes with flaws. Teach your kids to care for others. To help build your child's future, you need to teach them how to care for others. It's important that they see and hear that caring for others is a top priority. Teaching them to do the right thing, even if it's hard, may not seem like the right thing at the time. As often as you can, try to remind them that no matter how old they get, there will always be people around them that need their help, even if they just don't know it yet. Encourage appreciation and gratitude. Try not to spoil your child, because a child that acknowledges the roles of others in their life is very healthy. People who practice gratitude on a regular basis are more likely to be generous, helpful, compassionate, and forgiving. Paint the bigger picture. It's a known fact that children empathize with their small circle of family and friends, but the real challenge is to get kids to think of the bigger circle. This includes new kids in the classroom, other people in the school, a person who doesn't speak the same language as them. They need to know that how they act can reflect others around them, not just their friends and family. Those are the top elements that a parent needs to do when raising their children. Support the shy ones. It's a very uncommon trait that many children have, especially when they are very young. The key to supporting them is to try to get them out of their comfort zone without changing their nature. Live in the moment. As parents, it's natural to think and plan for the future, but kids don't have that same mentality. They live in the now. In order to bond and understand them, you have to try to live in the moment with them, even if you don't agree with the situation. Help your child understand and learn about emotions. Slow things down. Working and taking care of your family can be a fast-paced job. Try and slow down your schedule and make time to spend with your children with no interruptions. Whether it's a trip to the grocery store with them or something as simple as a bedtime routine, you need that alone time with them. Keep calm. It can be tough sometimes, but try not to yell at your children. No one said you can't raise your voice, but you want to teach them that speaking to someone, even when you're angry, should never result in yelling at them and disrespecting them. So, what do you think? Do you ever plan on having kids? And if you do, how do you plan on raising them? Let us know in the comment section below. Enjoyed this video? Hit the like button and share with your friends. Also, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.